Hey everyone, it's Allanda. Welcome back. I always tell my students, a question worth asking is a question worth answering. And so I know on Saturday, so many of you joined in on the live and you had some questions and we just ran out of time. So tonight, we're gonna do rapid fire questions. I went back, I wrote down the questions that I either answered but kind of didn't answer, or the questions that I missed. So let's get into it. All right, so here we go. Before starting, what fears did I have? To be honest, I didn't have any fears. I was straight looking at goals. And this is from Divana. I didn't have fears. I needed to lose weight. I guess really the only fear, if I had a fear, would be, would it work? Would this work? But at that point, I was really just goal focused. LA Hall, does anyone split their doses? I do not split my doses. Everyone else is on the Zepbound pen. This is week 2 for me being on a compound. I can see how people split doses. And to explain that, if you're on 10 milligrams. If you're on 10 milligrams, you could do 5 on your shot day, wait about 3 to 4 days, do another 5, and that would give you your 10 for the week. I don't do that. Like I said, I've only been on it for 2 weeks. Let's see, do I track my calories or my macros? I only do it when I feel like I need it. I don't like numbers. There's one thing about me, I hate numbers in many aspects except my bank account. But when it comes to tracking calories, I really don't. I just kind of have a mental mind game of what I need. Now, a couple weeks ago, I did download the MyFit app onto my phone so I could track what was going on with my body since the scale was doing this instead of doing that. But shoot, I think I tracked on Saturday and Sunday, and here it is Monday, and I haven't tracked a thing. And that's kind of how I go. Macros, I don't track them because, to be honest, I don't understand them. Vanessa, questions about individual exercise and strength journeys. I'm still working on that. On Saturday, I did do a 1.3 mile fundraiser, cancer awareness fundraiser. I walked 7,000 miles, and that was big stuff for me because my goal is like 3,000. Hopefully I can get to 5,000 and then eventually consistently 7. And then shoot, maybe in a year from now, girl will be walking 10,000 miles. We'll see. I probably do need a walking pad because I just don't like walking outside. But I need to come up with something sustainable. This is from Debbie. Has anyone experienced a stall? I have not experienced a stall. I've heard different definitions on what a stall is. Some people say it's when you have 3 to 4 weeks with no weight change. And then I've heard 2 to 4 months with no weight change. So I really don't know what a stall is. What I will say is, if during the week of my shot, if I'm not eating enough calories, I notice the scale does not move. I'll say it again. If I'm not eating enough calories, the scale does not move. And I know for some people, they say, oh, I just don't feel like eating, I'm not gonna eat. And they think that they're gonna see the weight change. For me, and again, I'm not a doctor, I don't pretend to be a doctor, and I don't play one on the internet. But from my life and experience, if I don't eat, the scale does not move. So I make sure I get all my food in, even if I have to like kind of force it. Not really force feed, but like I may eat a bar and I'm not going to eat the whole bar. So I'll come back to it later and take another bite and then maybe come back to it later. I've also found several random bars like floating around in my purse that I never finished. Adrian Poindexter, I like that. What's the biggest thing that I have given up? I haven't given up anything. I really haven't. I have modified but I haven't given up anything. I see this as a lifelong health style change, lifelong journey. So for me to say I'm not going to eat anything is just to set myself up for failure, because I'm going to eat it. I'm going to drink it. My co-parent this weekend brought in mint Oreos, and that is that's a thing for me, mint Oreos. And I haven't had mint Oreos in the house in 8 months. Seriously, 8 months. I can go buy other people Oreos all day long and I won't touch them. But he brought in some mint Oreos because I hit the 60 pound mark. And so he was like, let's celebrate, do ice cream with... Dude, I don't want no ice cream. But I did eat some of those Oreos. I ate 2 yesterday and I took 2 to lunch today. So I'm not going to limit myself. I'm just going to adapt. Also, what is the hardest thing about switching from the pen to the compound? Giving myself a shot. But in respect, either one of them gave me anxiety. Mixing, or not really mixing, but putting the medication in a syringe, I thought was going to be scary. I grew up on a time when people were like, ooh, don't let there be air in the syringe because that'll kill you, get in your bloodstream, and you know, and I grew up believing that. And whether it's true or not, I don't know. Again, I'm not a doctor. I will say not enough people have died from giving themselves their own compound injection, so I'm pretty fine with it. But really, I have not had any change. They really do feel the same for me. For me, the brand name and the compound are working the same. Okay, great question. No difference. Butterfly asks, B12 recommendation. I don't take B12. But tomorrow I have an appointment with my doctor, so that is something that we will bring up. I do know some people do compound injections and a B12 injection. That's just not my story. But thank you for asking. Chrissy, sorry. How much have I lost in 1 month? And I still have not looked that up. That is shameful on my part. I said I was going to look it up and I didn't do it. This is why we should keep track of our weight loss, people. So you can be able to write that down. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is like dead space. So I'm going to keep looking, but I'm going to go ahead and answer the next one. We're going to table this one. Does my other half have any weight loss issues? No. He's always been fit. He does have a little gut. He's a little belly. And he works on that. He's on a weight loss journey on his own. But again, everybody's weight loss journey is different. Like, he can eat half the bag of Halloween candy and no change. Whereas I eat 3 things out of the bag, and that's like 5 pounds added. So yeah, thank you for asking, Deb. What type of exercise do I do? Whatever. I am always trying to figure out what's gonna feel best for me and work for me. So I'm pretty open to everything. Right now I am at Hot Works, but it's been like 2 weeks since I've gone there. I said I was gonna go yesterday and I never made it. But my membership, I think it ended. I need to find out. I think it ended last week on the 31st. I think that was our agreement. So I may not be at Hot Works right now. I might be open game to anything. Val has asked, have I noticed any improvements in my health since losing weight? I would like to say I have, but my blood work that just came back would say otherwise. And I say that because I feel like I'm on more supplements than when I first started the weight loss journey. I do feel a lot better. I really do feel a lot better. But And I do believe there are improvements in my health as far as how I breathe, how I walk. Like when I did the 1.3 miles on Saturday, I was not out of breath. Not at all. Not at all. It was like the weirdest thing. I saw other people doing this. I saw people just from a walk. Nobody ran. Nobody ran. Because there were actual cancer patients and survivors. Nobody ran. And there were some people who were very winded, and that would have been me 8 months ago. So, my body wash, yes, there are improvements on paper. Kelly Haley, what has been the best shot location? For me, my best shot locations were actually my thighs, but my thighs was causing bruising, so I had to stop doing my thighs, and then I started using my stomach. So that's why a lot of my videos, I'm giving myself injections in my stomach. Plus my arms give me insomnia. I'm not about that life. Jasmine Moore, do I ever look at my old clothes? Girl, yes, yes. Actually, this dress that I'm wearing today, I'm gonna put in a video for this dress. Because yes. Yeah. Good morning, it's Allanda 180. I am having a non-skill victory today. I am wearing a dress that I have not worn in about 3 years. The last time I wore this dress, I got asked multiple times if I was expecting. Yeah. So I put this dress up and I stopped wearing it. Today, I said, let's try it. And it's working. Now it has a little ruching right here, which is probably what was causing people to be like focused on the belly. But my belly, really did go out. And yeah. So as of today, I am 202 pounds. Starting weight, 264.7. All right, I'm back, and I took that break to figure out something. So how much have I lost in a month? My largest month was my first month, and that was 14.7 pounds. That has been my largest weight gain thus far. Not weight gain, weight loss. Weight loss was my first month, and that was 14.7. All right, we're going through them, y'all. Sandy Drew, how do I get my protein in daily? How much do I do? So I wrote that down actually. In the morning, I get a 30-gram shake. I also eat scrambled eggs. And lately, I've been using this egg tortilla wrap. They're okay. I'm still figuring it out. But in the morning, I average about 50 grams of protein. Then throughout the day, I eat a protein bar. And those range between 7 grams and 13 grams. Today, like I had to drive around a lot. I literally was on the road for 2 hours. So I had another protein shake, which was 30 grams. Lunch, I had a salad. I'll show a picture. And that had protein. I don't know how much. And then for dinner, we're having hamburgers. So I average about 100 to 120. I was told I need to be between 120 and 140. But it's very rare for me to get to the 140 mark. I usually get to about 110, 120. Oh, and then supplements. I have a bunch of supplements right now, which is, again, why I can't wait to see my doctor tomorrow. The one thing I will stay on, I will stay on a multivitamin. I probably need to get a better one. I am going to stay on the Culturelle because, like I said, I boo-boo every day without fail. I do appreciate that. And my high blood pressure pill, my incontinence, the PP problem. I'm going to keep that medication, and my blood thinner. I will keep that medication. Most of my other medications have gone away. But again, I do have a lot of supplements, including like 2 different irons and some other. We're going to figure that out tomorrow. That needs to be dwindled down. And just saying this, since Sandy did just ask that question, Sandy, thank you. And no, you are not alone. You all have truly stepped in for me, and hopefully you know that I'm there for you. That's why I ask you to share your journeys, because I do know your names, you know, on the messages, but I like to know your stories. Like, I'm nosy like that. I just kind of want to know who you are and what you're about. Delilah. Delilah even agreed. She said, you are correct. Being alone is not where it is. That's why a lot of us start channels, and that is true. Yeah. McAster 58. Did my side effects eventually go away? Did they stay the same, or did they change when I titrated up? My side effects were all over the place. Eventually they would go away, but the moment I would move up in dose, I would usually get a new one. I kid you not. I even wrote down all the random side effects that I was experiencing. Okay, so burping, nausea, sulfur burps, headaches. I had headaches for my first 4 weeks. Diarrhea hit in week 6. Insomnia week 7. No, I'm sorry. Insomnia week 8, week 9. Week 7, nothing happened. Week 5, nothing happened. Food noise on week 9. Leg cramps week 2, 4, and then I wrote in between 7 and 8 leg cramps. So I don't know what was going on with that. Yeah, so they were all over the place. Most people would tell you when they titrate up, they get side effects. Yeah, but some of it was also what I was eating and maybe what I was doing, because once I got my eating under control, I didn't have sulfur burps. Remember I explained to you on a previous video that all my life I've had a speech issue. I hear stuff and then my mouth says it the way it wants to say it. Y'all seeing that play out right now. Let's see. Yeah. With open enrollment. Okay. So okay. So the question is, will I stay on a GLP-1 for the rest of my life? I'm going to table that. I'm going to come back. I'm going to end with that one. Nadia has asked, does Ambles compound have vitamins added? And from my knowledge, no. Mine does not have anything added. And when I signed up, I don't remember seeing a space to add anything. Lavender Sky, they add a nausea medication. It's something that starts with an N. If I can remember, I'll write it up here. But they also give like other options to buy other supplements that you can inject with your shot. Downsizing Diva asked if there was, and Nadia, they both asked, was there a difference between name brand and compound? I haven't seen it yet, but I'm only on week 2. I said I would give myself a month on it. A collected table. Will I try Orange Theory? I will go. I will go for one good session. I will. Last time I walked out though, I looked and I was like, ugh, I can't do that, but I'll try it. How much water do I drink? I drink 64 ounces every day. I used to have actually I still have it. It's a 40-ounce bottle of this, and I was trying to drink 2 of those a day, and it was advised that I cut back. So if you remember me having the dark gray one, now I'm using the white one. That's because I was told I need to try to cut back a little bit between the waters, the protein shakes. Yeah, that's about all I drink. Water and protein shakes. Oh, every now and then I'll have an orange juice, because sometimes in the morning I just need something with my breakfast. Moxie Roxy, do any of us have a Facebook group? And I think I answered that one. I do, but it's for family, for my 26-year-old who's deployed right now. so he can keep up with everybody. Allison Bell from the UK. Hey, girl. Questions about telling family. I told my family slowly but surely. Everything kind of hit to a boil when my aunt passed and I saw my family at the services. A lot of my friends still don't know that I'm on a weight loss journey. A vast majority of my friends and family have no idea that I have a YouTube channel. I've had some close-knit friends that I sent them the link and was like, hey, y'all, I'm on a weight loss journey. Don't be shocked next time you see me. But for the most part, no, not really. Everybody's kind of living their own lives. What are some mistakes that I've learned from, and what would I tell someone who's new to the journey? Drink your water. My constipation, drink your water. Drink your water. And then after I thought about this question a little bit, I would tell them to start on their protein. Yeah, because I didn't start focusing on protein until I was past my I was in between my box 5 going into box 7.5 is when I was like, girl, you really need to, do what everybody's saying and focus on. So week 16. Week 16 is when I was like, you know what? You need to make sure you focus on your protein. So focus on your protein earlier on. Open enrollment is right. Oh, I'm going to the last question. Open enrollment is going on right now. My school district is locked up theirs. That ended already. But for my other insurance, it's open enrollment. I haven't sat down to make the phone call to find out if there's a plan that will cover Zepbound. My other half, we're still trying to figure out if he can put me on as a domestic partner. His open enrollment just started today. Actually, hold on. I want to make sure that's right. Hold on. Okay, no, his open enrollment started on October 28th. And there is a note, check on domestic partnership for me. His open enrollment, it closes next week, next Friday, the 15th. So will I be on it for the rest of my life? My goal is to get off of it. I want to reach my goal of 150, and then I want to stay on maintenance for somewhere between 6 months to a year, just to make sure I can do what I need to do and then get off of it. That's kind of my goal, is to eventually get off of it. I don't want to go backwards. I know most of us have said that we don't want to go backwards, but I'm 47, so can I really see myself giving myself injections for the next 20 years? No, I can't. Can I afford it? No, I can't. So, no. I need to be able to get this down packed, so I can move on. Yeah. Well, I thank y'all so much. A question worth asking is a question worth an answer. So hopefully I answered your questions. If you have other questions, I'm an open book to a default. I ask my students. But I do thank y'all so much for joining the live on Saturday. We will hopefully have another one. Not exactly super soon because all my kids are in sports right now. It is mad crazy. But just know in the comments you can always send a message, and I do my best to respond. Speaking of which, I've noticed that I have to respond on my computer, because lately when I respond on my cell phone and I go back, it disappears. So someone said I might need to update my YouTube, and I probably do. Maybe that'll fix the problem. But the other night I was in there for a good hour just responding. And then the next day, nothing. Not one of my comments landed on your messages. And I saw it at the bottom, reply added. Saw it, reply added. They lied. It wasn't there. They lied. So, all right. Thank y'all for joining. Y'all take care. I'll see you Friday.